Good morning and happy Tuesday from beautiful Herefordshire. So we are here for a week with some friends. We arrived last night. We got here about 4:15. And we've hired a cottage here, or not a cottage, it's a house actually, for the week. We do this every year. We don't always come here. We generally just go to different places, but we would like to spend sort of the period between Christmas and New Year and then a little bit after New Year together. So we bring our dog, they bring their dog. And also they've got a 7-month-old daughter now as well. And we just come and chill out, eat, drink, socialise, dog walk, parkrun, and generally have a nice time. So yeah, we're here till Monday. So we've got another 6 days. I'm going to try and get out a few times this week, calf permitting. As I said, I just had a bit of tightness on Sunday, so...
Hello, Gareth from the future here. That might not be the last time I mention my tight calf in this video, as I do bang on about it quite a bit. But do feel free to play tight calf bingo and see how many times I actually say it. Spoiler alert, it's quite a few.
I didn't run yesterday. I'm probably not going to run today because I'm actually working. But I will try and get out probably tomorrow afternoon for a little explore around here. And then there's a couple of park runs this week as well. So because of it being New Year, there's generally one on New Year's Day. And then we'll try and find one on Saturday as well. So as I said, all calf permitting, but hopefully I'll be able to get out at least a little bit this week. Good morning and happy Thursday, a New Year's Day from Herefordshire. So we are about to drive to Hereford Parkrun, and I believe it is 2 fairly flat loops around a golf course on trail, but there hasn't been a lot of sort of rain or too much moisture over the last few days, so I'm hoping the conditions will be all right. We didn't have too late a night, New Year's Eve last night. We got to bed about 1. And up at 7:30, but we didn't go too silly, so hopefully we should feel rather fresh. Only consideration is I do have a little bit of a tight calf, so I am going to take it steady this morning. I don't want to push it. I ran with it yesterday when we first got here and did a bit of exploration. Felt okay, but I could still feel it, so I'm not going to push it this morning. I'm just doing this to get some fresh air and visit a new parkrun. So I'm here at Hereford Parkrun, just doing a little warm-up. It is quite chilly this morning, but it's not wet. Conditions are okay. I'm just running a bit of the course now, and actually it feels okay underfoot. It's not particularly boggy, so it should be okay. Calf is a little tight, but I'm just going to take it very easily. It's not sore, which is the main thing. So, yeah, I can hopefully get round this unscathed. But yeah, then maybe I do need to give it a little bit of a rest for a few days so I don't make it any worse. So it appears to be on some sort of actual race course, like a horse race course, with a golf course in the middle. So it's a bit of a strange sort of layout, but it works because you've got this path all the way around it. Yeah, a unique one. Very different to anything I've run before. So, parkrun at Hereford done in 21:11 by my watch. So there or thereabouts. Pushed it a bit quicker. Car felt all right whilst I was going around, but it's already tight and a bit sore now, so I might have pushed it a bit hard. Right, I'm gonna go because Ray is coming around on his way now. Mate, you're smashing it. Absolutely well under 25. Well under. Time to play with the dogs. So good morning and happy Saturday from Queenswood Country Parkrun. It's a fairly new parkrun actually. I think this morning is only its 7th event, but they've been getting sort of almost 400 runners, predominantly because I think it starts with a queue. And for those of you who have the 5K app will know that alphabeteer, so people trying to get the first letter of the alphabet for each parkrun is quite a popular challenge. So I'm here today to get my queue, which I haven't got yet. We're staying about half an hour away from here. This is a little bit of a drive this morning, but not too bad. And yeah, it's beautiful. Sort of woodland trails. It's cold this morning, so yeah, let's see. So a lot of parkruns have been cancelled this morning because of frost and snow around the country, but this one actually, the course is in pretty good condition. Like I said, it's sort of gravel and trails, but it's firm underfoot. There's no real icy patches, so actually it should be quite a nice morning for it. From what I can see so far, I'm just doing my warm-up, obviously. But I am on the course itself. So yeah, hopefully it should be a reasonably nice morning. I am going to be taking it very steadily this morning because for those of you who saw the clip or from previous videos around, just a little bit of a tight calf. And I got back from the New Year's Day parkrun in Hereford and iced it because there was definitely a little bit of soreness. And then I decided to rest it yesterday because of the fact that I didn't want to push it. But it feels okay this morning, but 2 days isn't going to be enough to heal it properly, so I am going to take it nice and gently and just enjoy the scenery. Look at that for a view. So a little bit like Bedgebury Pine Eaton Parkrun, there is also a Gruffalo trail here. So there's stuff to do for kids if you want to bring them along. It's very dog friendly. I've seen loads of dogs already. So yeah, this is looks like a lovely sort of day out for the family, really. Car parking is £1, as long as you leave before 11 AM. So yeah, so far, so good. that is Queenswood Country Parkrun done. It was a beautiful course, but there is one hill on it that they call Cruella de Hill. Now, I've heard that phrase being used a few times for hills around parkruns, but this one was something special. It was a tough old hill. I think there's a few near me. I think Lullingstone's meant to be pretty bad, but that was a very steep gradient. There were people walking it from the first lap. I did as I said I was going to do, and I took it fairly steady. I think I finished in about 25 minutes. Had a really good chat to a guy called Rob on the second lap, who also did Chicago, actually. So he saw my jacket, and then we ended up just nattering and having a good chat on the second loop. So yeah, highly recommend Queenswood Country Parkrun. Beautiful setting, horrible hill, fairly decent coffee. See you later. So you might have noticed that there was very little footage of the actual run at Queenswood, and that was because I have invested in a new Insta360 Go Ultra camera, so a tiny little camera that you can clip on your hat. You might have seen it in the Hereford Parkrun video, but there was some user error, and I ended up having it sort of flipped up towards the sky, not where I was going. So the only viable footage that I could actually use was when I was going uphill because of the angle of the cap. So it was a bit annoying. I would have liked to have filmed a little bit more and shown you a little bit more of Queenswood Country Parkrun. But I clearly don't quite know how to use my new camera and my new clip yet, so I didn't. So apologies for that. But it was a beautiful parkrun, and I will make sure that I am more vigilant with the new camera moving forwards. Good morning and happy Sunday from Hereford. So it's not been a perfect week for me in terms of running. I got out for a little shakeout with my friend Ray on Wednesday afternoon. Managed to do about 4 miles, so just under, 6.5k-ish. But there was still a little bit of tightness in my calf. Like, not bad, it's not painful. I don't think I've done anything serious to it, but it was there. So I then did parkrun on Thursday at Hereford, so around 21:10, a little bit quicker than I would have liked. And again, not perfect, but it was sort of niggly, but there. Decided to take Friday off, decided not to run, be a bit more sensible. And then obviously I did Queenswood Country Parkrun yesterday, very gently. And actually it felt better, like it didn't feel particularly sore. I still got back and I iced it when I got home, but it was actually all right. But I have decided, through an abundance of caution, not to run again today. I just feel like the sensible thing to do is to take it easy. I've still got 14 weeks to Paris. It's still a long time. If I blow my calf up now and I'm out for, who knows, 4, 6, 8 weeks, then there's no way I'm going to be able to run a good time in Paris. So I think I have to take the learnings from what happened in the Boston build when I hurt my foot and actually just really try and rest this now. Even if it's just for, 3 or 4 days to just until it feels right again. But I have decided not to run again this week. So it is a low mileage. I think I've only done just over 20k this week, but it is what it is. We go back home tomorrow, and from there, the great reset begins, because this week it's been wonderful. It's been really nice to spend some time and sort of chill out before we go back to work. But it has been quite social, quite a lot of eating, quite a lot of drinking. And so, yeah, I really do now need to knuckle down when I get back to Tunbridge Wells. And even if I can't run, I need to start either gymming or biking or something and just getting myself back into a better routine. So there we go. That is Paris Marathon week 6. How is it week 6 already? Not the greatest week. 2 great parkruns, a lovely week away, but onwards and upwards, calf dependent, hopefully.